After playing 35 individual video games this year, it was hard picking a top 10, let alone a top 5. But these 5 games are the ones I kept going back to that were released in 2022. Take a look. Developed by Tribute Games and published by Dotemu, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge is a beat 'em up that is inspired by and based on the 1987 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series. As a result, it borrows stylistically from the arcade and home consoles Turtle games developed by Konami during the 80s and 90s. As someone who cut their teeth on those games in the arcade and at home, it was such a joy to play this game and share this with younger generations. It is a game that I always went back to. I always wanted to unlock more. And then with the superb online functionality, it was great to just hop in and hop out just like back in middle school with that 4-player arcade unit at the pizzeria right down the street. It was such a joy. It brought me back to my childhood, but also it offered new mechanics, new gameplay, and just new secrets to really entice and enthrall Turtles fans of all ages. Trek to Yomi is a side-scrolling action game developed by Flying Wild Hog and published by Devolver Digital. Based in Japan and set in the Edo period, the game follows a young warrior named Hiroki, who goes on a journey to confront the people responsible for the destruction of his village. What I absolutely loved about this game, outside of the gameplay, outside of just how beautiful it looked, was the fact that I felt like I was playing one of those old 50s, 60s black and white samurai films. It very much invokes sort of reminders of the Seven Samurai and Akira Kurosawa's handiwork. It is such a beautiful game. It tells a wonderful story, and it's one that, while the mechanics can be not complicated, but it ramps up. It's very easy to get into, very easy to play, and very easy to learn. It is such an enjoyable experience and tells a great story. Developed by Rick and Morty co-creator Justin Roiland's Squanch Games, High on Life tells the story of a regular teenager who gets embroiled in a galactic conflict after an alien cartel discovers humans can be used for drugs. Go figure. Of course, the only recourse is to become a bounty hunter and take down the entire cartel. Gameplay features a mixture of classic shooting, light RPG mechanics, and outrageous humor. As not being the biggest first-person shooter fan, I love the story it's telling. This game is off the wall with its antics, with its characters, but more importantly, the writing and the comedy. You never know what these aliens, these guns, whomever, are going to say next. And just the options that you have for really becoming immersed in the game, it's really awesome. I am glad that a game like this has seen the light of day, because I feel like this is something that will get totally overshadowed in our pursuit and dominance of AAA games like Call of Duty. This is just a wonderful game to sit back and play and really to progress through this amazing, fun, and more importantly, funny and unique story. As Dusk Falls is an original interactive drama from Interior Night that explores the entangled lives of 2 families across 30 years. Starting in 1998 with a robbery gone wrong in small town Arizona, the choices you make have a powerful impact on the characters' lives in this uncompromising story of betrayal, sacrifice, and resilience. Very reminiscent of the Telltale's Walking Dead series, this game is filled with heart and so many gut-wrenching decisions that will leave you on the edge of your seat with each and every turn of this uncompromising drama. Shadow Remastered Deluxe is an arcade video game developed by Pickpock. It is a remaster of Shadow, the 2009 award-winning classic that redefined the genre. Shadow returns in stunning 4K resolution running at 120 frames per second with a modernized user interface and multiple visual improvements. As a fan of old school arcade games, especially games like Arkanoid and Breakout, Shadow Remastered Deluxe just tickled my fancy. It checked all the boxes of classic gameplay, imaginative innovations, as well as just plain old school video game fun. It's one I definitely could not put down this year.